welcome back to my channel. I am here to give you my favorites for the year of 2018. I'm gonna go ahead and just start from my face, from primer all the way to the end on finishing spray. Now this is all of my favorites that I've used throughout the year of 2018. So yeah, so if you want to be chismosos and see what my favorites are, please keep on watching. Sorry. This is the Smashbox Pore Minimizing Primer. I really like this one. Along with the Photo Finish, but I really like to mix this one in with my other primer that I use, because I usually really just focus on this. On my, sorry, I'm gonna cut you guys off. But I really like to use this one just on the areas where my pores are the biggest. And so it's kind of just mostly, I don't know why I did my forehead because it's not really my forehead. But I really do around my cheeks right here and above my lips, not underneath the lips. And so I like to pat it in there once I put another primer on top of another primer. And so usually the primers that I put underneath this are usually this Transit Camera Close-Up. I actually, let me see if you could see it. I think the light is, there you go. So this one I actually received in a monthly subscription for Ipsy Box. And I have to say, I love this one. I really do love it. And it's lasted me a long time because I like to switch up my primers. So, but I'm pretty much down to the bottom of it. So this Works is the brand. And I will say this, although it works amazing, it stinks. It's like when you put it on and, oh, I mean, I can't even describe what it smells like, but it really does not smell good. This matte Rimmel matte primer really works amazing. It's a little thick, but I feel like it really does put like a layer of just another like skin on your regular face, on your skin, and it makes it look just perfect. So soft, so like the texture, no texture, and very just, and it does make you look matte, which I do really like, but not to the point where it's drying matte. So, but I so recommend this. I mean, a lot of people, I don't ever hear anybody talk about this, but I love it. And I'm oily, so on my skin, very oily. And so this one actually works amazing. Along with that, I will say that the foundation, this is actually what I'm wearing today. Every time I wear this, I get compliments. I mean, it's crazy how, like, literally, I mean, it's a little bit dark, so I'll tell you what I mix it with. And then this is like my go-to for when I mix every foundation if it's too dark, and it works amazing. So this actually is like moussey consistency, and it really also in conjunction with this one, these ones work so awesome. And sorry if it's the lights might be a little bit too bright. There we go. These ones together work amazing. I feel like when it's from the same brand, they use the same ingredients in order to work together and improve, whatever the whole concept is of, what the product is trying to do. So I really feel like these two work so well in making your skin look very matte, but at the same time not drying and very smooth. I mean, no texture, and it really does last a long time. I mean, I haven't even touched up my makeup from this morning, and I got to work like 7:30. So I mean, this has been on my face for a good 12 hours, if plus. So, yeah, I definitely love this. If you guys are wondering, yes, this is at night, so it's like 10 o'clock at night. But yeah, anyways, these two together, I mean, if somebody, you know, doesn't want to spend a whole bunch of money, but they still want a good product, good stuff on your face, and I don't mean it like ingredients, because I don't think that this is like cruelty free or something. I mean, honestly, I don't even know. But it works together, and I totally recommend it. So then we're moving on, because obviously I started already with the foundation. This is my all-time favorite, and it's so funny because look at it. I've had this for like a year now, probably a little bit over that, and I still haven't took out the sticker. I actually bought this from Hot Look, and I don't know how you say Hot Look or Hot Look or How to Look. And so I bought this from there, and on a special, in which I have been waiting for it to come back. But either if it comes back like I'm broke, or when I have the money, it's not on there. So I'm definitely going to buy me another one. I love this. This is a long lasting. The downside to this though is when I start sweating, it starts like balling up around my lips, and you can see it, and I hate that. I really hate that. So I tend to only wear this like if I know I'm not going to be like hot and sweating all crazy, like not the club. And, you know, I usually just wear it for like special occasions. And so, you know, of course, you know, I'm not going to be like dancing and stuff. Oops. I usually just wear this for special occasions, and of course I'm not going to be dancing. So, but this is definitely a staple in my makeup collection, where I'm going to keep buying another one and have it on hand. So yeah. Another one that I have for foundation is, this is the Estee Lauder. I freaking am just so in love. This one though is like the Becca, the one that I just showed. The Becca actually balls up like here, and so does this one. So I don't know if it's like something high end, because none of my other ones do that, and especially the ones at the drugstore don't do that. So but I love this foundation. Now I got this in caramel, and I think they might have changed the color range from it, because I feel like this is now more like on the reddish side, whereas my last one that I bought was more on the like yellowish side, which I liked. I know right now I look like I'd be like with, you know, red undertones, but I personally like to have the more neutral and more based on the yellow side. So yeah, so I mean, I still do love it, but I don't know. Estee, ¿qué pasó? Why are you changing the color on me? So that, now the one that I use for my filler. So when I say filler for my foundation is when my foundations are too dark and I need to lighten up. This is actually the one that I use. I love this one. I really love this. This is the Fit Me Maybelline foundation, and it's in the color 332. This is the one that I use when any of my other foundations and I mix it in. If they're too dark, I mix this one in, and it's like perfect. So, and I love this one because this doesn't really change the consistency of any of the other foundations that I have. Concealer, I love this ColourPop concealer. I use it in the number 40. And so this has been, whenever I do my makeup, like this is the one I go to every single time. I was using the Tarte Tape Shape one that I use as well, which I do love that one, but that one's really thick. And so I feel like sometimes you can see the texture underneath my eyes, and I don't like that. So, and plus I think it might be a little bit too light, so I do need to mix it in with another one. But hopefully I'll get the one color down from that, and then, you know, I'll let you guys know if I like it or not. But I do like the consistency. I actually like that Tape Shape to outline my brows, you know, to give a little highlight on the brow bone and on top of the brow. That actually works amazing for that. Set my under eye concealer. I love this. This is the Neutrogena, and this is actually just like a face powder, but it's the mineral one, and I love this. I actually bought it and it was on sale when Rite Aid was going out of business. And so this isn't the price, but this has definitely been loved. I use this all the time. I already hit pan. And so it's perfect, a perfect color for underneath my eyes and set my concealer. So this is the color tan. But I definitely love this. The one that I've recently started using is the Pretty Vulgar, and I got this in one of my boxes for BoxyCharm, and ever since I received it, I have not stopped using it. I mean, this is a go-to. I love this powder. The powder is very fine, and it will come out white, but I feel like once it sits on your skin, then I think it just like mixes in with your oils and it becomes just another like part of your skin. And so I definitely love that. And it lasts a long time, and it does brighten. It really does brighten your eyes, your under eyes. So I definitely love this. The bronzers, and so I like to use 2 bronzers, just depending on you know, how, you know, beat I'm trying to look. So if I want to look more bronzier and, you know, cut in the face, then I use another one. But my all bronzer every day, it's gonna be these 2. So this is, I use one of these 2, and this is more on the reddish side of the spectrum, and then this is more on the goldish side. So it just depends on what look that I'm trying to go for, but I definitely love them both. Now to go ahead and just do the sculpting on my face, I use the Becca. This is also the Becca one. The Becca in the color Sienna. I use this to do kind of, you know, just the more of the sculpting look underneath. I mean, I have high cheekbones anyways, and so when I use this, I just want to basically kind of just make my face look a little bit thinner. So I love this color and to help me out with that. So sorry for the blinding. From Milani is called Red Vino. I absolutely am obsessed with this. See, it actually has like gold mixed in with the red, and I really do. I'm a huge fan of like reddish blushes. I'm a huge fan of any blush, really. I love me some blush. Any blush is my favorite. Well, mostly. And so I love this. So usually I wear this in conjunction I'm sorry, and without any like highlight, because I know that this is going to put that gold highlight for me. So it's going to be more of a sheery look, and you really don't need to put a highlight. I mean, sometimes if you want to go extra, you can, but you see like that right there, and it already has like that reddish, you know, goldish type of color. So I definitely love this one. This is my favorite. I mean, the lid even broke, and I was like, I super glued it back on because I'm like, this is going nowhere. This is the Tarte blush palette. And so both sides is full of blushes, and I love this. And especially what I love is that there is a plastic film in between both of them, so it, you know, the colors don't like mix into the other, especially, you know, after you dabble into one and you go in like that, sometimes the excess will fall over to the other ones. This does not do that at all, and I love this as well because it also has the highlight, which is my fave, on both ends. So this is more of like of a pinkish highlight, and this is definitely a gold highlight. So I love this palette. If I, you know, this is like my go-to. If I were to go somewhere, I would take this with me because it has like a ton of colors and then also highlights in hand. But I would also take the Vino anyways because I love me the red Vino. Highlighter that I like to use is this Maybelline Master Chrome. I love this. I remember I was wanting to get it at the drugstore, and so I was like hoping that I would get it on a sale, or have some coupons for it. And then thankfully I did. And I actually like the Wet n Wild. The Wet n Wild is so gorgeous as well. And I love this little design. And sometimes, there you go. And like sometimes when I use it, I try to just go around it, this over here, so I don't ruin the leaf, because I love it. But this is like a true gold, and I love it. I love it. So you see the difference between both of them. And so yeah, and then once it mixes with my oils, like it looks just so natural. I love it. Love, 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 love. Renaissance palette, and sorry that it's so dirty, so don't look up here, but I love this this palette. I've hit pan here on this one, which is called Golden Ochre. Yeah, Golden Ochre. And so I've definitely hit pan there. I love that one because I usually set my eye up with that. Love these pinks, these red and this pink right here, and especially this brown too, because when I'm trying to, like, if I want like a red look or a pink look, which I totally love, I'll use these two colors, and then I just use this the brown one, which is the red ochre on the bottom, on the outside, and then just blend it out. And then I also try, and then I mix in Cyper Umber, because it's a more of a darker brown, but it's like a cocoa brown. I like more of the reddish browns, but then I use this on the outside. And so in conjunction with both of the colors, the pinks, between those three colors, and then in conjunction with this brown, it just really diffuses it and makes it the color that I really, really like. So I love this for that. And then I also like to use this one on the corner of my eyes. So for my tear ducts, love, love, love. I also love this Wet n Wild palette, and it's definitely been loved. I actually broke the lid, so I totally try to have it covered at all times so I don't ruin the eyeshadows. But these ones don't have names, but I love this one right here for transition as well. And then the reds and the browns right here, this orange colors right here, I love those as well. So that is like and this gold up here, oh, if you guys can see that, it's so pretty. This is not doing the gold color any justice up here, but I definitely love these colors as well. And they're very, they are kind of chalky, but they're very pigmented. And so I love, 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 love that they are totally reasonable, and you can buy them at the drugstore, and it doesn't cost like an arm and a leg like everything else. And then my last palette that I use is this Lorac palette, the zipper, and it's the gold zipper. Oh, I love this one. This is one of the first ones that I actually purchased when starting, the whole makeup collection of mine. And so these colors, are so beautiful, so beautiful. So you can definitely see there's been some dents in them, but I usually use these shimmer colors right here a ton. And so what I love about this too is because it has the true gold, and then it'll have like pink and more of like a copperish pink, and then it'll have like a brownish goldish color. So if I want to put anything on the eyelid right here, I usually go for these, or like on the tear ducts or on the brow bone. I actually go to this. This is my go-to. I love, love, love these colors. Now this is the Colored Rain and the color Cherry Blossom. I love this color. I will say this. It dries out your lips like nobody's business, but not as bad as ColourPop's. I love me some ColourPop makeup and, lipstick especially, but those suckers will dry your lips out like it is 110 degrees just on your lips. And so either way though, see, like now it's going on. I had to get another one because I don't know, you guys probably can't see it, but it's see-through pretty much because I've used it so much. I love this red. And then I found this red, and this is actually my my backup Milani color red. And so because I carry the actual one that I use on a daily, not every day, but I use it and I leave it in my purse because in case I want a pop of color, like I have a lot of makeup in my purse, but if I want a pop of color, I go to this one and I grab it, and this one's not as drying as the rest of them, and it's pigmented. This one's pigmented too. It'll stay for a long time, but this one just doesn't have your, it just doesn't make your lips as dry, nowhere near, and it smells delicious. I'm gonna say that's a plus. It smells delicious. So when I want a nude lip, I actually use these ones, and I love these ones. These ones are the Rimmel Mattes, the Rimmel Stay Matte. And so these two colors I use with making it with this color of lip liner. So the color of the matte lipsticks from Rimmel, this one is Mocha, and then this one is Be My Baby. And so they kind of look the same, but one is more on the peachy side. This one's more on the peachy side, the Mocha, and then Be My Baby is more on the pinkish side. And then I use the lip liner from Prestige, and I use it in chocolate. And so I use that kind of on the outside of my lips, and then I put this on there, and then it just mixes it, and it makes like the perfect nude for me. I absolutely adore. So then after I do all that, and I'm ready to spray my face because I'm all done. To finish up my face, I use the Fit Me powder, and this is in the color 355, and this is what I use with just a little a big powder brush. I just put it all over my face, and it's like the perfect color. So I put this all over my face, and then to finish up, I either use one of two sprays. It's either going to be the Maybelline finishing spray, which I will say this is expensive. This is expensive. This is like $15. Like, it's crazy. It's more than this. But see, the big bottle, this is a small bottle. So, but I love this one. This is definitely a plus for me. I, of course, got it on like a discount because, you know, that's what I do. And so I love the way it just keeps my makeup in place. The spray is really nice. And then I use the Smashbox primer. I'm sorry, the Smashbox setting spray as well. I love this one. This is perfect. Like, this is the one, I think the first one that I ever used when I started using when the whole primer, the setting face spray came out. I decided to try this one, and I don't really need the big bottle because I have a couple of other sprays, but this is definitely my faves especially for the year of 2018. So recommend. Still with me, thank you so much. But that is my 2018 favorites, and those are definitely staples for me. I love all of the products. Hey, thank you again for stopping by my channel and spending this time with me, and I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you on my next one. Ciao.